Okay, whose turn is it? My turn, your
Go
turn?
for it.
All right, welcome to Shooting the Breeze with Naomi.
And Roderick.
All right, we're going to talk about shooting sports and knives and guns and everything dealing with weapons.
All guns, all the time. Well,
All the time, yeah.
all things, all weapons.
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 Yeah, that's odd.
So, last week,
Mm-hmm.
we kind of touched a little bit on how to get involved in shooting sports. And then you went and shot your first
Yeah.
ever shooting match.
Yeah, well,
That's so cool.
as I said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it over and over again. I don't know how long we've been doing this show. Seems like we've been doing it for like a year and a half. But since we started, I'm going to do it. I made up my mind a few weeks ago, and I was going to do it, right? There's no excuses. I really got to get out there. I'm going to do it. So I made plans. I found out the schedule. I got it on the calendar. I said, all right. I put it in my phone. I was like, oh, yeah, alarm clock.
It's done.
It's absolutely. We have to get up at 7. I made the times. I did it just like my father-in-law, who's very meticulous with scheduling. I did it that way. And I started counting the ammo and all this stuff like weeks in advance. I've got everything together. And my mother-in-law and father-in-law called and said, hey, we're going to come up for your birthday and Father's Day and Xander's birthday and celebrate that whole weekend. I said, well, actually, we're going to go to a shooting competition. Oh, really? Yeah. So you guys can meet us up there. So we're going to go to $5. And you can watch that, enjoy that, and after we're done, we can go and eat. So he said, well, okay.
Shooting and food.
Yeah.
Always
all right.
great combination.
So the night before, I got 22, because my son's going to do 22 rimfire.
Yep.
I got the 22 because you talked me out of center fire.
Sorry.
Side note. Totally wrong on that one. But I'll get back to that. So I left the 9mm there, and I put out our clothes. I put out the range bag. I put out the safety equipment. I had everything sitting right next to the couch, and I said, Xander, make sure you go get your shoes. Why? Because you can't wear flip-flops out there in the range. It's a safety issue. You can't do that. Socks and shoes. Oh, okay. So he finds his shoes. He found his shoes. Unbelievable. I'm like, when you want him to find his shoes.
I know where this is going to, because how old is he?
Yeah, 10. Yeah.
10-year-old little boys.
He didn't want to do it at all. So the next morning, we get up bright and early. Chipper didn't even sleep that well, but I was ready to go anyway. I was like a little rabbit. Ready to go. Wake up, Xander, let's go. Go shower, let's go. All right. Get everything in the truck. He gets in the truck. Can we stop at McDonald's? Sure, we'll stop at McDonald's. Absolutely. So we stop at the McDonald's off of 7th Standard. We were there for 15 minutes. They suck.
That is one of the slowest McDonald's I've ever been through.
Noted.
Wow.
Never be back there again. Not when I'm in a hurry.
That one's bad.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Plan on yeah.
So I'm sitting there and I'm looking at my clock. Sitting there and looking at the clock. Come on, people! I got stuff to do. Finally get out of there. We head on up there. We get there, drive on in. I get out. Xander gets out. Somebody was next to us in another pickup truck. I said, hey, where's the registration table at? He says, oh, it's over there, but they're not ready yet.
Oh, you made it.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, all right. So he says, yeah, they're still setting up, and they'll have it set up in a minute. It'll take like 10, 15 minutes. 10, 15 minutes, man. You guys said it'd be ready to go at 8:30. It's like, well, whatever. At least we're not late. And so I turn around, I go back, I get back into the truck to the other side to reach in and grab all of our gear and all that stuff, and I start walking around next to the log, and I look at his feet. Xander, what is that on your feet? Oh, Xander, we had this talk last night, Xander. We talked about, why are you wearing your flip-flops, man? Yep. I couldn't find my shoes. What do you mean you couldn't find your shoes? It's right next to your clothes. Unbelievable. I wasn't angry. I was disappointed. I was so disappointed. I said, man, you've got to be kidding me.
I just want you to know, a normal parent would have been really mad. Like,
the planning. It's just, yeah, it just.
But,
all right.
Good for you. It's probably good that you weren't angry.
So I went back over towards the registration table again by this time because I was just talking to him. Went back over to the registration table. Wayman starts walking towards me. I'm checking him out. He's thinking I'm checking him out like, I want his body. I'm like, no, man.
No.
I'm looking at what you're wearing. He says, oh, I'm looking at your shoes. My son wore his flip-flops. So that's a safety issue. He said, oh, yeah, I don't think you can do that. He could probably watch, but he can't shoot. I'm like, yeah, I figure that much. You don't have spare shoes in the truck. And I'm thinking, who carries spare shoes in their truck? But I didn't say that. But now I'm thinking that. You have spare shoes in your truck?
No. I have in the past.
What for?
Crocs. Travel shoes. Like taking off the boots and having them in the car so
I got you.
Travel something comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I have.
That's all right.
I just switched cars, so everything's brand new. So.
You carry spare shoes?
When I'm traveling, yeah.
What is wrong with you people?
Comfort.
Well, it's exactly comfort.
So it's just the traveling shoes, not just in case shoes, just traveling shoes.
Pretty much travel shoes.
I just
or
kick
if
mine
I have
off.
heels, or something, I might wear or throw tennis shoes in just in case it's raining.
Obviously,
If I'm wearing like sneakers or boots, I pull them off and put on sandals.
Well, that was the opposite of my situation.
All right.
So
you're stuck without shoes. Well, your son is stuck.
I'm going to make sure I get some spare cheap shoes and put them in there now. No,
and socks.
Or at least like Crocs or something, and socks, and underwear, and a shirt, and a hat, and... No, I'm just kidding.
You might as well. He's 10. You just do it.
Might as well, yeah. He's like, oh yeah, I don't think so. I go back over to get all the stuff up, and I get at him again. Whining, whatever. Gotta watch my phone.
Yeah, well.
Oh my god, that phone. Whatever. So. Like, phone. It was these phones. It's entertainment now, as well as education, as well as communication.
It's all,
I wish I'm going to switch it back to flip phone. I'm getting rid of all those things. So I said, yeah, just hold on. And I finish up my registration, and I'm getting all this stuff together. Where do I go? They tell me to go to Bay 3. You'll meet your other squad members over there, and blah, blah, blah. So, okay. I set all my stuff over there. There's following me around with the phone out like this, right? You unlock my phone? Because I keep it locked. So... I turn around, I unlock it for him. He heads straight back to the truck, closes the door, and Grams and Pop show up, and they say, "Hey, how you doing?" Hugs. Go have a seat over here. This is where we're gonna start shooting. Okay, what is this about? And I don't know. It's my first time being here, so we're all gonna learn something. Oh, okay, cool.
Nice.
And then Xander comes out. I don't have internet. Oh, you noticed that, huh? Well, there's no signal.
To the shooting range.
Yeah, right? So, there's no internet out here. I don't know what to tell you. You have one on your phone? You have internet on your phone? No, I don't have anything either. So we go back and forth about this. I said, well, you can come out here and watch us shoot. No, that's okay. I'll just play a game. Oh, my gosh. Whatever, man.
10-year-old little boy.
Mm-hmm. So, he's locked away, and we get the safety briefing, and everybody out here is really, really nice.
Yeah.
Up to this point, everyone is really, really nice.
Telling people that.
It's really cool. It's like some people don't really talk, and they just stay in their,
so that's their zone.
Their thing, and
they have to get in their zone before they shoot. But hey, you know what though? It's not rude.
It's not.
It's their own thing.
Yeah, that's their thing.
And then there are some that'll talk your ear off because they are there to
Oh my
socialize.
gosh, Blake. Oh yeah, Blake.
Oh, I love Blake. He's such a sweetie.
He's open. He's very open, very nice.
Blake's a great guy.
Yeah, he's constantly making jokes.
I just love that you it's so much fun. This is my group of people, and so to have someone come in and meet them for the first time and go, oh, this is so awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, I've been telling people this is so awesome.
Yeah.
So tell us how awesome it is.
It's family. They're really cool. So. Yeah. We go through the lineup. They explain everything and Blake is showing us because there's Don and Blake and Jason, and then there's another guy. I can't remember what his name was. He was new, and I said, "Oh, you shooting this before?" And he was like, "No, this is my first time, and my daughter's first time too."
See, so you get new babies hanging out. Right? Look at that.
And I'm like, it's my first time too. My son was supposed to shoot, but he self-sabotaged and on it goes. So I went through that whole story. He starts laughing. He's like, yeah.
10-year-old little boy.
So I'm like, all right. And
oh gosh.
So Don, he I think it started with Jason. Yeah, it started with Blake. Mm-hmm. He had the first string. He says, okay, everyone, pay attention. I'm going to show you exactly how it's not done. And he gets out there and he's shooting and he says, see, exactly like I told you. He hadn't shot for months. So he was like, yeah, I'm on this. I don't care. Yeah. So I had conversations with him off and on. And he says, I only do this for fun. I'm not doing this to compete just for to any points or anything. This is my hobby. Yeah. This is just for fun. The cell phone is off. Right?
Because you don't have internet.
You don't have a signal. No one can call you. You can't do anything. Right. You just focus on that, and the world goes away. That's his way of escape. I was like, okay, all right. Yeah. How often do you go to the range? This, and maybe one time to practice, and then this again.
Yeah.
Really? Like, yeah. Okay.
That's his hobby.
All
That's his fun.
So I'm like, okay, well, I left that alone. And he explained different things to me, and then I made a boo-boo, and Jason came up and said, hey, just to let you know, when you're manipulated, you need to go over there. I'm okay with it, but anytime you open it up, anytime you do anything, you have to go to the safe zone.
You need to be in the safe area.
Leave it in holster or in the case. You take it out, go to the safe area.
Yes, sir.
No ammunition in the safe area with the firearm. Just leave that alone, separate it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay, all right. He says, just so you know, I'm like, okay, all right. It's a learning process. And neither one of those guys, or even Don, was rude about it. They're just, no,
they're just letting you know. Yep.
He says, some of those other guys over there, oh my gosh, they're really anal, and they will just, thank you! He said, that happened to me one time. And I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Like, okay, noted. So
with that, that might be a good thing that I could take back to the club and say, you know what, we need to make sure new shooters really understand this rule, that when someone comes in that's never shot before.
Yeah, because they go right over it.
And not really understanding it. So.
And don't.
Anyway, so yeah.
Don't beat them up.
No.
Don't beat them up. No, I'm not telling you. I'm telling them.
Just let the. Anyway, just make it communication a little better on the front.
Yeah, absolutely.
So so the shooting. When you get in, what stage did you do first? Stage 3?
Stage 3. Yeah, I don't remember what that is. It's not pendulum. Yeah, it's not pendulum. I don't know.
I get like 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, and 4 like are a blur to me.
Oh.
Because they're very similar, and they just kind of all like. I get there and go, oh yeah, I remember this one. Didn't we just shoot this one? That's how
they do turn into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're swinging. You're doing.
It's all steel.
Going so far. Ding 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 ding. Yeah, that's how it is. So.
Did you have a plan when you stepped into the box?
Okay, so that's a good point. All right, so every time I look at videos by all these shooters, they say that when you go up to Steel Challenge, start with Steel Challenge. Absolutely, start with Steel Challenge. It is the easiest that I can see, and funnest way to start.
Yes.
It's not overwhelming. It's not too much. Not movement, except for the one stage where you have to jump from one box to the other.
Yeah,
and that just mixes it up, and then it goes back. So yeah, very minimal. And all you're doing is just shooting targets. Absolutely start with Steel Challenge with rim fire so that you get used to it first. So you're right on that point, though. I give you that when you're right on that. Okay, so when you go up there to the stage, they have the stage posted.
Yep.
And they have all the measurements and all that stuff, just like in a rule book. And it says, we'll stop play. And then I'm listening to these other guys make plans. Evidently, people don't stick to the same plan. They change it up.
And no,
why is
correct.
that?
Some people like going left to right. Some like going right to left, and some like going near to far. Some like it so as they're swinging, they can do one motion and come back. And anyway, it really is a personal preference.
I get that on the first 5 times, but after that, go ahead.
So I like when.
But I didn't see that.
So
not in my squad.
No one had. Yeah. Well, and each of the stages are a little different too. So there might be some, depending on if they're close or far. I might swing and hit all of them and come to the stop plate.
Yeah, but
or I
hold
might
on.
go out in, hit the stop plate.
I get what but they don't change. The stages, there are 8 stages, correct?
Correct.
And they have been 8 stages for 30 years, correct?
Yes.
And they won't change, correct?
Correct.
So, wouldn't somebody memorize a stage and make their time faster and faster? I didn't see that, except for Don and Jason a little bit. But
you know what? It tends to be because it is. I tell you what. We'll chat about that. I think. Are we ready for break?
Just about, yeah.
Almost a break.
Almost
a break. So.
These are little cheats I'm trying to figure out.
There is no cheat. There is no cheat.
No, not cheat.
But if you think about it, so using Blake as an example, he goes every month and he's there to have fun.
Yeah.
So for him, it's to stand in the box and shoot targets. So for him, he has a plan when he gets there. It's not a shaving seconds off for this, seconds off for that.
He's just doing what he wants to do.
He's just doing what he wants to do each day.
All right.
And that is going to be a lot of what you see in a local match. They just did
Are you ready?
Steel Challenge match. I want to talk about the National Steel Challenge match too.
Oh yeah.
There were over 600 people. They set all kinds of speed records in different divisions. That's where you're going to see what you're talking about.
Oh,
okay.
That's okay.
The things
all right,
like that.
I got you. That's what I was.
Local matches.
Can you tell where I'm going with that?
People having fun, bringing kids out. They're not going to go through and do that. So we'll talk.
Okay.
I'll catch you here when we get back from break.
All right.
At the time you were arrested, you were served with a DS-367 temporary driver's license. It's good for 30 days, but if you don't act within 10 days, at the end of those 30 days, your license will be suspended. It's important for your lawyer to contact the DMV for you. Set up a driver's license administrative hearing so that your license does not go into suspension. That's something here at Braemar Law we do for you.
I choose Patriot Bail Bonds.
We choose Patriot Bail Bonds.
We choose Patriot Bail Bonds.
If the best criminal attorneys choose Patriot Bail Bonds, who would you choose?
Patriot Bail Bonds. We fight for your freedom.
Patriot Bail Bonds has the best customer service in Bakersfield. Patriot has more 5-star ratings than any bail company in Kern County. Plus, we're fast and affordable. If you run into the law, make Patriot Bail Bonds your first call. That's right, one call, that's all.
If you're in jail, call Patriot Bail.
Your home is perfect. Until it's not. We understand that life has its changes. As your family grows, we're here to help grow with you. Because taking care of your family is important to you and important to us. Your story starts here with Cornerstone Mortgage.
You give me the rest of it.
All right. We're back.
All right. So, continuing on with the story, now that I understand why they didn't memorize, because I'm the type that I will memorize it, and I looked at a video of Max Michel doing ding, 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 and I memorized it weeks before. So that's just my personality.
So you have to be careful of jumping into someone else's pattern.
What?
Because when
I don't understand what you mean. I get what you mean.
And especially being a right-handed shooter, I may want to start on the right and come this.
I didn't do that.
Or you know what I mean.
No,
so there might be times when someone else's.
Don't copy what they do because it may not work for you. Yeah, I didn't do that.
Or try it with an open mind.
Yeah,
that's something to think about too. Is each person and the steel is the thing is it's 5 shots.
Yes.
5 pieces of steel.
Yes.
And you can really overanalyze the crap out of it.
Oh, yeah.
So when I shoot it, I want to end, there's a stop plate usually in the middle, and I want to end, my 4th shot is going to be one right next to it. So I'm coming in towards it. So I'm not going to go through and do.
You're working it out. You're not outside. You know, 1, 2.
Yeah, or something
2.
Like that. So there's a method to it, and that's how I chose to do it.
Okay.
Tends to be kind of common, but anyway, you start.
But it's
to
your
look
choice.
At things. Yes.
And however it is works for you for whatever gun it is that you're shooting, whatever centerfire or rimfire, handgun or carbine, or optics or iron sights, left hand or right hand.
Absolutely.
Where's the wind coming from? Where's the sun at? Is the sun shining on them? All these different things does make you change. The pattern how you shoot, and I got that. I understood that from watching the different videos because I do a little research. But I didn't copy what they did. I was looking at when they said that it is your choice to shoot in whatever pattern that you want. So I thought, okay, then I can go left in right ding, or ding 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 ding. Or ding 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 ding, you know, and I figured that out. So that's what I was practicing in my mind. You know, visualization. So,
well, and the thing with steel is it's 5 strings on those 5 targets.
Yes, you get 5 chances.
5 chances. I like that. 5 chances, and they throw out your worst one.
Yes.
So if you got 4 great runs, you may go, you know what? I am going to try it another way just to see if it's fast.
Just to see. Yeah. And that's just this match. And you can go back again and try it again at a later match. And
it depends too on if you've got handgun or carbine or rifle, because how your the movement of the gun. There's more movement with a bigger rifle along the gun.
Yeah.
So anyway, it just
and you have to figure out if you're going to shift your waist, your feet, your arms, or you're pointing. And I saw people shooting like this, and I saw people shooting like this, and it's just so much. So I get up there, and I think I already got my plan together. I know what I'm going to do. I get up there.
And what happened when the beep?
Ready? Beep. Bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, that is great. Yes, all right.
Oh,
good. All right. Bang, bang. Swing. Bang, bang, bang. And he's giving me my seconds, like 5 seconds. That is taking a long time. Something ain't right here. So I shifted it. Maybe I shouldn't do it that way. Blake said, try shooting for the closest ones first, and then shoot for the long ones. You're talking about, whatever. So I tried what he said, and I got 4 seconds rather than 5 seconds. I'm like, you're right, Blake. You're right. I learned a lesson.
Sometimes switching it up, right?
So I switch it up, shoot the closest ones, and I did that again. And
by the way,
so what?
4 or 5 seconds is pretty good on those.
Oh, really? Really? Yeah. That's a long time to me.
Rimfire rifle?
It was rimfire.
Was it rifle or pistol?
Pistol.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Holster or low ready?
Low ready.
Okay.
No, not according to the rule book. You don't holster. You can keep it in the holster, but when you get in the box, it's low ready. I read the rule book. I read the rule book. And you don't have safety on because they said, safety on. Not when you're in the box. So I read the rule book. I know what I'm talking about. So that was so much. So I got better and better and better to the point where my in-laws were like, hey, you're getting better at that. Am I? I can't. I'm just going, go as fast as you can. Go as fast as you can. And I noticed when you guys say you start seeing it faster, it's all a blur to me. But I am picking it out as I'm going low ready, beep, I'm coming straight on target, really fast compared to what I thought. I thought I would so suck, and I was so scared that these professional shooters would make me look like a fool, and everyone would say, ha ha ha, 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 and it would be a crowd up there,
so,
and no.
I have to tell you, I love going to these matches because when you get a new shooter, even if they've been out 1 or 2 times, they always say, you ask, how was your day? How you doing? Oh, it's great. I'm having a blast.
Yes.
And then you get those that have shot for a while, 6 months. Hey, how you doing? I totally screwed up that stage, or I totally bombed that one. I shot
so
something, right? But so my point is those have been doing it for a while. Don't pay attention to anyone else. They're really, until the scores come out, they're like, oh, how'd I do compared to so-and-so? Or I usually get, I like neck and neck with this person, so how'd I do? But when you're out there shooting, once you get done shooting, you're not watching people going, oh, are they screwing up? No, you're like, oh, I can't believe I screwed up.
Yeah.
And so that the whole attitude, so it's no one really watches you when you shoot.
They don't care. Yeah. When we sat, we watched each other because it was 3 new people. They were like, good string, good shooting, good shooting. Like, thank you, thank you.
Awesome.
And, I was watching for tips.
Okay.
I'm going to emulate. I'm not going to copy. I'm going to emulate what more experienced
and you can pick up
do.
some good tips
that's
by
my
watching.
point.
You can, absolutely.
That I'm good at mimicking, right? Really good at it. So, I shifted it up. I had a couple of boots, and when Raphael said anything could go wrong, it will go wrong, I had so many jams with that stupid 22. Oh my gosh.
What?
Tap, rack, roll, tap, rack, roll. It was the GSG 1911 style.
Yeah.
I cleaned it out before, didn't touch it again.
Ammo, it gets picky with ammo. Sometimes, things can happen like that.
Well, that was a good experience.
So
I got real fast at figuring it out.
I did want to say when you were signing up last week, you signed up your son, you signed up yourself for Rimfire, and you were going to do a second gun.
Yes.
I was a little concerned about it being overwhelming, having 2 guns and a son to monitor. And it turned out that you didn't have to worry about your son, and
even so, he would have been back there talking with the girl and the boy.
Yeah. So anyway, that was something that considering. So I usually don't recommend someone on their first time bringing 2 guns out.
I was shaking after that.
I said, I
need more. I need more. I immediately got on there. Where's the next match? Where's the next Pyru, Visalia? I can make that.
Yeah.
Oh no, state championship. I can't make that.
So they had, I think it was in Alabama, they had a national championship. 600 shooters. Amazing. So anyway, that was pretty awesome. So what would you recommend for a first-time shooter going out?
First-time shooter going out, get all your gear, get everything together. You're going to need
How many rounds?
250 to 300 rounds, just in case.
We usually recommend 300.
Yeah.
Did you have a lot of misses?
Did I have a lot of misses? Actually, no. I came back with about 200.
Okay.
Out of 600, about 300.
Okay.
A little over 300. So I had enough misses.
Yeah.
I didn't count any misses.
Okay.
I didn't. I wasn't counting anything. I was just like.
Just going.
Mr. I was just going.
I have a
hard. It was a blur to me.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It was so cool. It was.
That is
oh
so
my gosh.
Awesome. We're going to get you out, and we are going to do some more competition.
Yeah.
We're going to take you in and show you the difference between IDPA and USPSA. And we're going to get you running and gunning. We're going to get you shooting from cover. And we're going to get you out there and just seeing what's going on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to get you out there. So that'll be our next time. It'll be your next adventure.
Yeah, next thing on the bucket list, but I'm definitely adding. I'm going to go to the state championships next year.
Nice.
That's the goal.
All right.
For Steel Challenge.
Sweet.
Not so much IDP or USPSA.
Just Steel Challenge.
Just Steel Challenge. One thing at a time.
All right. Go in and look at some of their scores.
Good gracious, 3 seconds, under 3 seconds.
Oh yeah, I've seen 2.5.
1.71.
Oh my gosh, is that not crazy?
Insane.
So I know. So we're getting ready to wrap up our show, and we just want to thank everyone for watching. Loved listening to Roderick and his first time shooter. So we'll see you next time.
Bye.